This is Fair Game Reviews, where we review underrated games, underappreciated games, or games that we think deserve a bit more attention than they do. Anyways, I got my Game Boy right here, so let's get started.
Well, you've heard it 1,000 times and you'll hear it 1,000 times again. Gotta catch 'em all. These little gems are Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald version, also known as Pokemon 3rd Generation. These games aren't really that underrated. They got plenty of sales and quite a bit of attention, but out of all the main games of the Pokemon franchise, 3rd Generation got the least sales. Well, aside from Black and White. However, Black and White get a lot of praise. It seems like everyone is very satisfied with it, and some even consider it to be the best in the series. But Pokemon 3rd Gen was harshly critiqued, and it gets a lot of undeserved hate. I've heard people say it's the worst.
Well, let's give this game a little look and see exactly why everybody bashes it so much.
Now, when it comes to RPGs, this is the pinnacle. Pokemon games have always been great, and their gameplay always seems fresh and fun, even though they've been using the same formula for years. But hey, it works to a T. Game Freak adds a lot of new features and elements, so it doesn't feel like you're playing the same game. Rather like you're playing a new game, but you recognize some familiar faces. I'm not going to explain the gameplay in great detail because, I mean, come on, we all get the basic gist. But I'll go over some of the new things Game Freak has put into this new installment. 3rd Gen brought in EV points, abilities, and natures, which gives your Pokemon a lot more personality and advantages in battles. Also, special attack and special defense were added. Now, these new features are important. Really important. I'll just leave it at that because explaining how all of this works would take a while. Especially like EV points, like, oh god, EV point, you gotta hit this Pokemon and then like that Pokemon gives you like an EV point. Will go to this stat, but you have to get like 4 of them to like raise that stat point, and then what? These games have also added new moves and items to help your Pokemon in battles and contests. Oh yeah, there are contests now. They're a lot of fun. Also, there are secret bases that you can decorate and other people can visit them through link cables. But let's be honest, nobody cares about contests and secret bases. Nah, nigga, we want to be going up to them trainers and beating their asses. Steal their money cause I'm a thug.
The world is mine, nigga, get back. Don't fuck with my stats.
Story time. You're a kid, you train Pokemon, and you become the champion. Also, there are these bad guys. One of them wants to expand seas, one of them wants to expand land. They're like Team Magma and Team Aqua. One of them wears red and blue, so it's like really cool, and they fight each other, but also you have to fight them. And like in Pokemon Emerald, you can like fight both of them. It's really Team Magma and Team Aqua add a lot of depth to this game, so it actually feels like you're stopping them and doing good, instead of doing a whole bunch of forgettable side quests. I mean, Team Rocket was all good and stuff, but it just felt really boring and kind of just a drag. But you know, with these new games, they did a lot better with the story, so definitely a step up from Gen 1 and 2. This game looks great. It's not revolutionary, but it's a solid looking game. The whole game is very colorful and vibrant and feels a lot more real. Everything is colored perfectly, from the environments and cities. It just looks awesome. All the sprites in Pokemon have a certain nostalgic feeling to them. I can't really explain it, but when I look at this game, I think there's no other way this game could look. Game Freak has always excelled in the sound department. I mean, damn. This sounds awesome.
Like I said, it sounds great, and the little Game Boy speaker doesn't exactly do it justice, so get yourself some nice headphones, and you're in for a ride of your life. I can't even hear myself talk, because these are like, so isolated.
The songs blend perfectly with all the locations and the way the game looks. Heading into Slateport City for the first time with it looking fantastic and large and hearing those triumphant bells play lets you know, now your adventure really begins. This game does such a great transition from humble tunes and small towns to this large city with a big atmosphere and a positive, adventurous song. It just works so well. It's awesome. So if this game is great, why do people seem to hate it? Well, some of the main complaints I've heard was there's too much water, the Pokemon look weird, they took out the day and night system, you can't transfer old Pokemon, and you can't catch any old Pokemon either. I agree that there is a lot of water in this game, and it is a little annoying, but the surfing speed is really fast and smooth, so it's not too much to handle. As for the Pokemon, this game takes place in the Hoenn region, the southernmost region in the series, so it takes place in the tropics.
It's tropical, dude!
Just like in real life, tropical animals look more exotic and colorful, and that's exactly what these Pokemon look like. They're very unique and different, and I think they're awesome. My favorite Pokemon is in this generation, Flygon. Look at him. Isn't he cool? Yeah, he's cool. The day and night system are cool, but come on. It's not like that one aspect was gonna make or break the game. Because of this new game's EV training system, they couldn't transfer over old Pokemon, which I can see is a problem back then, but come on, now there's not much to fret about. No one's gonna be using link cable nowadays. Well, at least I don't think so. I mean, if you're still using link cables, then, you know, good on you, mate. The only negative side I can think about this game is you can't catch any of the older Pokemon. There are a few here and there, but most of them aren't present. It's not that bad. It didn't bother me that much. It's still a great game.
So overall, this game is great. In no way deserves all the hate it gets. I think the reason why it was critiqued so harshly was because people nowadays are always looking in fine detail on games. Like, oh, the gameplay was great, but this little detail about the story wasn't very good, and this and that. It's like, shut your face. And that's exactly what this fair game review thing is all about. With all the reviewers nowadays critiquing every fine little aspect in a game, they forget to look at the big picture. It's just a game. It's just for your entertainment. So calm down with all that shit, alright? Play the game. And to those of you who review these games on a deep, deep level, trying to feel good about yourself, you're not cool, alright? You're not some big shot just because you made a YouTube video. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. And if you want to leave any suggestions for games, you can just leave it in the comments below, and hopefully we'll get to them. So subscribe and share with your friends if you think it's worthy. And thanks, guys. Thanks.
The world is mine, nigga, get back. Don't fuck with my stack, the gauge is whack.